What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive with the next recap video, and this one was war number 200. For those of you guys that are curious, our record is, let's see, it is 189, 7, and 4. So not a bad record. You know, two of those losses have came from our last couple of arranged matchups. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in a moment. But awesome job to everybody. Congratulations on the clan sticking together for 200 wars. That's an achievement in and of itself. So really good job. A lot of people have asked me, you know, you can do something special for War 200, not for War 200. Probably try to do something maybe for Win 200. So we got a few more of those to go, but I'll let you guys know on that. Moving on to this war, we won pretty handily against Crown. We will go through what they did to our bases because they did use most of their attacks, so we will show them that respect. Let's see, we got a few 3-stars sprinkled in, but mostly 2-star attacks till they got down towards the bottom here, and then started picking up some 3-stars. Good job to everybody at OneHive. Town Hall 10's killing it. Everything 2-star. You got a 3-star in there, some close ones. And at Town Hall 9, everything 3-starred except for 2 bases, and that's it's a concern for us. And I'm going to talk about that now before we get into the attacks. Just so that you know, it's not like we're, sorry about that. It's not like we're struggling across the board. No Town Hall 10s in this war came down to hit any Town Hall 9s. So all the Town Hall 9s that were 3-starred, their top one down, was Town Hall 9s 3-starring them. So you look halfway down the map and you've got a few that are sprinkled in there. And in my opinion, and the leaders and the co-leaders have been talking about this, it's a couple of things. One is just inconsistency. It's not like the same people are not every 3-star on basis, otherwise they'd be removed. One war, player A, B, and C have a 6-star war, and the next war they have a 4-star war, and myself included. I'm in that group. Just not consistent. I think a lot of it comes from the second part that I think the problem is, and that is our strategy. I think this has cost us in some arranged matchups, in some close wars. We have had the same strategies for, God, I guess since day one. You called a base, and that call was good for 12 hours. So for the first half of the war, you could wait till 12 hours to get your first attack in. Well, that's just not the ideal way to do things. People have lives. People have to come in and do an attack when they have time. So guys that need to get their attacks in early don't need to be going up against the fact that, all of the bases except for the bottom few are called and being held, and they have to get their attack in. So now one of our strong attackers has to attack lower, then one of the top ones don't get 3-starred, and it's a chain reaction, and it's just not the most efficient way to do things. So we've realized that, probably a little bit stubborn on our parts to not change until now, but we are going to change that. We're going to get better at our strategy going into war, how people attack, what bases they attack, when they attack, etc. So, these bases are not anything special, just bases that, similar story. Look at there, 98% 2-star. Should have been 3-star, just not Alpha Dog's fault. He had an awesome war, had a 3-star attack. It just didn't happen. So we are going to make those adjustments and try to make this a thing of the past to where we have these silly Town Hall 9s left behind. And then also when we get to our range wars, we have a better game plan going to it as well. Enough of that stuff. Let's get to the attacks. The first one we're going to look at is the Town Hall 10. T. Smith taking out their number 4. Another thing to mention real quick while this attack is shaping up is this is the first video I'm doing with the Elgato. Let me know, because I don't even know if it's going to translate. I've got to record on the Elgato, then I've got to import to iMovie to get the 60 frames a second and all that stuff to attach my intro and outro, all that good stuff. So I don't even know if the 60 frames and the higher quality is going to translate. Let me know if you guys can tell any difference on that, though. T. Smith just drops down a couple golems, wizards to create the funnel, wall breakers to let everything in, the jump spell to connect all the way to that queen, lightning for the CC troops, king and queen are down working their way in. The golems are the ones doing the tanking. That's perfect. King walks right in, takes the queen out. Now the offensive queen sitting back, taking out the second air defense. That's awesome. And now the Inferno Tower is down. So now on this base, the king, the queen, the Inferno Tower, one Inferno Tower, two air defenses, the CC troops all taken care of. I think you know what's coming from here. Just the Laloon part of the attack. Not a lot left to deal with, really. Just deployment in the right fashion, in the right locations, and spell placements. Got two rages and a freeze left. You see he's being nice and patient on those. That Infernal Tower on the backside is really the only threat that he has to worry about. Right here, deploying his last few balloons with that rage there on the backside. That last Lava Hound doing all the tanking on that last air defense. Beautiful freeze placement. Stops the air defense, stops the Inferno Tower, stops that Expo. And then right there, all those balloons that are in rage are going to get over and take out those key defenses. Now all he's got left to deal with is the Expo, the Tesla, and the Wizard Tower. And they're going to be going down real quickly here. Those two, nice split on the balloons there. They got two at the same time. So that's awesome. We'll fast forward here as the pups do the cleanup on the bottom. The balloons help out a little bit. Find those air skeletons that are bugging them, get taken out. And then right there, boom, 3-star. Beautiful attack by T. Smith. Absolutely killed it. All right, moving down, let's look at their top Town Hall 9. Warren just brought a beautiful attack. Just the Goho, comes in, see, very high level base here. Level 30 Queen, level 26 King, a lot of lava walls, everything else maxed out. So nice, a decent design as well. Not a normal, it's not the general we're dealing with here. Pretty good base and a very good attack to deal with it. Two golems go down, just, do a little bit of tanking for this side. Drop some minions up top and a wizard down low to create this funnel. Once all that is created, wall breakers going in on that point there. Boom, it's opened up. Now he's got the jump spell to let everything get way into that core. You see how far away that queen is? But once he gets into that compartment with the CC and that right there where the jump's at, the queen is going to come over. The golem's out front doing all the tanking. Beautiful timing on the witches to back up those king and queen and those golems. They're going to get in help with the CC troops. The queen was being targeted by that archer tower, so he had to use the ability. But right here, the king's going to run in. He does have to take out the defensive king first, but after that, he locks onto that defensive queen, and the witches are going to help finish it off. The king actually goes down, but that golem's out there doing some tanking, and those skeletons from those witches that had good timing on it go in there and finish the job. Now it's just hog attack time, and he just comes with a sort of an Asian wall. Didn't do the surgical thing, just said, hey, I'm going to Asian wall this, and they come in and absolutely destroy this base. So right there, first heal goes down in a pretty large group. You see how they're not taking any damage here until that Tesla pops. So he's being nice and patient on his last heal on that perfect spot. The one giant bomb triggers there, but the way he pat those hogs, that's the only one that's going to trigger. They walk right around that second one, and they are in the heal until the only two defenses are left. Right here, this cannon and this mortar, and that is just not going to stop them. So right there, it goes down. The hogs are split. The queen's actually going to do some nice work here. She's going to take out one wall, but after that, she is going to use that big brain of hers and walk all the way around the base, shooting high HP storages, helping with the town hall, walking back up, splitting off, just doing a great job. Just really, really nice attack, and that last builder hug the hogs are going to get. So very nice done, Warren. All right, number 8, FB. FB is just a beast. Always bringing solid attacks, and this is no exception. Again, a Goho. I think these might all be Gohos this video, but that's just what worked this time. Right there, a giant goes down and a few hogs. You're going to take out that cannon, and those hogs are going to work their way into CC range, get that clan castle lure, and actually get 2 defenses plus a giant bomb trigger. Beautiful value for that giant and those hogs. Right here, the CC troops are coming out. You see there is a Valk in there, a few wizards, minions, archers, no big deal. Going to get those barbs out for distraction, get the witches down. Right there, the queen locks onto that Valk, and she takes out a few witches, but never gets into those, takes out a few skeletons, but never gets into the witches. You see right here at the top of the base, sorry about that. This part of the attack is already starting. Golem going down, a few wall breakers to actually open everything up, the king with it. Letting the kill squad create that part of the funnel, and the golem and wizard create the top part. I really like that. Then right there, the jump spell going down, and I like this. Look at the few hogs that FB put in right there. Right in there with the kill squad, they're going to be going straight to those defenses, not stopping at storages like some of the other stuff does, triggering a few traps. just sort of a reinforcement for his kill squad there. I really like that. King gets in there, takes the defensive queen out, and then now it's time to start with the actual hog part. And FB is so patient. I wish I could do this. For some reason, I don't have this patience on my surgical hog attacks. He does just lets each part of the base develop, lets the hogs take out that part, places the heals where he needs them. He can really focus on his hogs there, where they're right there. Look at that beautiful heal spell right where he needed it. And he's still got, hogs left and a giant there, drops that and just slowly makes this, clockwise deployment and absolutely crushes this base. You'll see his kill squad actually dies here, but he ends up with so many hogs left because he deploys them so well, he takes care of them so well with those heal spells. He's just got a few defenses left to take out, and once that's down, they are going to be, he's dropping these wizards on the outside, perfect deployment on those. Right there, the king goes down, and now the hogs are right there on top of that town hall to finish that off and let the wizards do their job on the outside. So beautiful attack. FB, again, just a beast, always bringing solid, well-planned, patient, good deployment, just awesome attacks. Good job, buddy. All right, let's look at one more, and we'll wrap this thing up. Let's look at Atoma, taking on number 11. This is a lot like, it's not the same, but this base is a lot like the base that you saw Hib hit on the live attack, and he just absolutely crushes it. Just a few hogs up here on the side. You see he sprinkles one more in, just make sure that CC is empty, gets them and brings them all down here to the bottom. We'll fast forward just a little bit as he just drops his distraction troops, the witches, a few barbs. The queen goes down. Normal CC kill stuff here, flanks with a few wizards, and then once that's done, he is going to start in with his golems here. He's got one in the CC, one of his own, spread them out a little bit, do a little bit of tanking, and allow those wizards to create that funnel. Now the witches are going in, the queen's going in, right there, a few wall breakers, opening up that point, perfect, right? Just what he wanted. He has the jump spell to let everything into the core. Now those golems and those skeletons and all that can really penetrate to the space, do a whole lot of tanking for him. With that jump spell, the king as well, right there, everything moving in. The king and queen are going to come out. They're going to get dealt with pretty quickly with that king on them. The queen's helping out now. The witches, skeletons, all of that good stuff. He's got to get that splash damage taken care of, and then those witches are really going to be a big help right here. And now it's time for the hog deployment. He's got 15 hogs, 4 loons, and he is just going to sort of sandwich this base. Letting that core sort of getting taken care of. The town hall is about to go down, and then they'll be working on those expos and Teslas. Just coming in, 2-finger drop on the top, letting those hogs work their way through, dropping a nice heal for them, and then right here, 2 and 2 on the sides with those balloons, waiting for that, being patient, waiting for that last air defense to go down before he sends in those last few balloons. Really, really nice planned attack. Just sort of hit the base from all sides. Again, patient on everything, drop the heals where he needed it, and really let his kill squad get into that core and do a whole lot of damage. We'll start to fast forward here. He's got a few troops left, just sprinkling around the outside to help with the cleanup. But more than enough troops and more than enough time. The queen in there, she's trapped in the core, nothing she can do really. She finally gets through and helps out a little bit, but gets the 3-star. Awesome job, Atoma. All right, guys, that is it. Very nice war. Again, just, we got to get ourselves together at Town Hall 9. I'm not sure what's been up with us lately. We've just been a little off, but we're going to tighten it up. I can guarantee it. One quick thing again, the planned war we had has been postponed because of the update. Everybody just sort of wants to flesh that out before we get into a tough matchup. Both sides just said, okay, let's put that off for a week or so. So that will be coming, but it's not going to be this weekend as planned. Sorry about that, guys. Until next time, Jake from OneHive reminding everybody to suck less.